Is John Cena appearing at WWE Payback? We'll talk about it. Plus, we have an update on an AEW Star's Backstage heat following All In, and future plans for a New Japan star making a return to Impact Wrestling. It's all in the Cultaholic wrestling news right now. Big weekend of pay-per-views, all out from Chicago for AEW on Sunday. Join Fraser Porter and I for live reactions, but the day before that, it's Payback, baby, and it's WWE taking center stage with Andrew Hodkinson and Adam Pacitti doing live reactions on the YouTube channel as well. And there could be a special guest on your show.
What? This comes from WrestleVotes, and they say they are hearing rumblings that Payback will have a special guest host this Saturday night, and his name is John Cena!
Blah, 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 blah.
Cena is obviously scheduled for a 7-week WWE run on SmackDown, as well as an in-ring return at WWE Superstar Spectacle next week as well.
That's lovely.
It is lovely. I wonder if it sets up things that's going to happen at Superstar Spectacle as well. I wonder if, like, maybe... you
have Imperium maybe showing up?
Yeah, maybe Imperium. Seth gets beaten down after his match with Nakamura or something. Out comes Cena to save the day.
Now, I like that idea. The reason I don't think that might be the case is because the show in Hyderabad in India is not being televised.
Yo, yes, that's a good point.
So I don't know whether they would do that to set that up. I could see maybe John Cena having another run-in with Grayson Waller.
Oh, yeah, I could see that as well.
I think maybe the Grayson Waller thing may be a central part of that run.
Oh, do you know what? I'm really excited to see where this run goes. I wonder if it's something to be able to put over, you know, some of the younger talent, as you said there, with Grayson Waller. Obviously, we kind of don't really know the status of Edge at this point as well. Maybe Edge and Cena have like a final battle to close things out between those two. A final. That's a different company altogether, Tom. Oh dear.
Let's take a look at the Payback card for you for tomorrow night. LA Knight and The Miz going one-on-one.
We've got the WWE US title match. Ronald Mysterious, the champion, versus Austin Theory.
Rhea Ripley defends her women's world title against Raquel Rodriguez.
We've got a Steel City Street fight for the WWE tag team titles. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, the champions, are up against Judgment Day's Damian Priest and Finn Balor.
A steel cage match for one to probably pay off a long-term story here.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus in the cage.
And we have the WWE World Heavyweight title match. Seth Rollins, the champion, versus Shinsuke Nakamura. He's gonna hurt your Backamora. That's what's
hurt your Backamora.
Your Backamora.
From the mind that gave you 3 of the 9 pitches.
Oh, no. Tom, they were bad this week. I was struggling. I was grasping for straws, clutching at straws this week.
Top marks, though, to you, to Jack, and to Ross, who essentially had to come up with 18 pitches between you this week.
It was last minute, let me tell you. But it was fun nonetheless, so do please go and watch those videos.
9 pitches for Payback and 9 pitches for All Out AEW's pay-per-view this weekend, waiting for you on the YouTube channel. Then join Andrew and Adam for live reactions tomorrow night, and myself and Fraser Porter on Sunday night for live reactions to our pay-per-view weekend. Boy, it's another pay-per-view weekend. I am very, very tired. Let's talk about the Superstar Spectacle taking place in Hyderabad September the 8th. Now, another match potentially has been added to the card.
Yeah, so while appearing on Twin Talk with the Cavender twins, Natalya revealed that she's wrestling Rhea Ripley at WWE Superstar Spectacle on September 8th for the women's world title. Obviously, Natalya and Ripley have fought multiple times on the live circuit and on PLEs as well. They had a really competitive match after sort of the squash that happened at Night of Champions. There was a competitive match between the two on Raw, and it was very good. It was very good. It's difficult because people are like, oh my God, that match was good, but you kind of forget, like, Natalya is pretty damn good in the ring when they let her go, you know? And they had a really good match, so hopefully it's a bit more competitive. That's why I'm really looking forward to the Raquel Rodriguez and Ripley match this weekend.
She's got working shoes on for the next couple of weeks.
She sure does. She sure does. But I think that should be really good if they're given the time and they're able to have sort of more of an extended match than the usual sort of squashes, you know?
WWE has also officially confirmed 2 other matches for the show. As we know by now, John Cena and Seth Rollins are facing Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. Plus, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are defending their tag team titles against Indus Sher. Could Veer be coming all the way to India.
He certainly should be. I'm thinking, does this kind of give us an idea as to who's winning this weekend? Who's retaining their tag team titles? Given that it says they're defending them, maybe we get a switcheroo though.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, it depends, because if Indushare get the hometown welcome, the famous town of India.
Call an audible. Put the straps on them.
Wrestling's coming home. It's coming home. Now, the show's not going to be streamed live on the network or Peacock. It's exclusive to the market in India. WWE being bought by their television partners in India. So if you're in India, you better watch it there. Around the world, it won't be, which gives the vibe that it's going to be a really fantastic looking show. It's going to be a spectacle of a show. But I don't think it'll be canon.
Yeah.
Which is still fine.
Because for the longest time they never felt canon, did they? But then sort of in recent years they've certainly sort of been a bit more in with what's happening within the storyline rather than just happening and then us forgetting about them. But it does feel like this could very well be not part of said canon, as you said there.
Meanwhile, one guy who was nearly shot out of a cannon. For issues leading up to Wembley Stadium. An update for you on AR Fox.
Yeah, this comes from Fightful Select, and they've learned new details about AR Fox missing All In last weekend. They said, we're told that AR Fox was planned for the match with Swerve Strickland against Sting and Darby Allin at All In, unlike the situation with Rey Fenix, where he was never truly set for the match and was planned to be removed. It was noted to Fightful that Fox hasn't worked international dates since 2016, and the company did not feel like he was forthright about his ability to work outside the country, though we haven't heard exactly why he couldn't. Ultimately, the late switch caused what we saw unfold on Dynamite, with AR Fox taking a pin and losing to Nick Wayne. Fightful were told that despite being well liked in the company, there was heat on him for the situation. There was some discussion regarding his status with the Mogul Embassy affiliates and whether or not he should stay, but ultimately, as we saw on TV, the split was decided on.
So we still don't know the details as to why he couldn't come to the UK, but it's obviously something that he kept to himself, that when revealed meant that all those plans had to very much change last minute. And they had to dramatically rewrite the AR Fox story.
Dramatically. In swift fashion.
Very swift fashion. We'll end on some Impact Wrestling news. After all, we've had AEW in the UK. WWE have come to the UK. Impact Wrestling in the UK in October for what looks like it's going to be. We weren't too sure at the beginning, because we thought they would, because they had a show booked near the end of October for Glasgow, for Newcastle, and then 2 in Coventry. And since then, in this past week, they've announced that they're making production changes to where they record Impact from. So it means that they're going to limit the amount of live shows they do and tape in different places. And it looks as if that tour of the UK is going to be Impact taping.
That's really cool, isn't it?
So cool.
That's really cool. It's a great time for us as fans of wrestling as well in the UK. All these shows coming over, it's good times indeed.
One of which will be, we know for a fact, an Impact Plus special, as Turning Point on October the 27th will be taped for airing on November the 3rd, emanating from the Walker Dome in Newcastle upon Tyne.
Oh, I didn't even read that in the news before on top.
I could tell.
I
saw the comment.
When you said Turning Point, I was like, wait, what? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Turning Point, or as it'll be known, turn at the roundabout before you get the Tyne Bridge. Oh no, there's roadworks there. You best go around on yourself, come back through Gateshead and go all that way, like. That's what the new show is called. And to add to that, not only is Turning Point going to be emanating from Newcastle upon Tyne, but after his return to the company plan for Bound for Glory, Will Ospreay's in Newcastle.
Woo! Oh my god, that's a wombo and a half right there.
The aerial assassin is coming to the home of the Greg Steak Bake. I, for one, am glad to see it.
And I, for one, will be glad to see when Tom gets booked on the show to do commentary and also ring announcing, please.
Scott D'Amore.
Give him a call.
Scott D'Amore, give us a call if you need a ring announcer. I'm there for you. Or, since Grado's on the tour, Grado needs a manager.
Oh my, there's multiple things. You can do it all, Tom. You can do it all.
I'll do it all.
A man of many talents.
I'll sweep the ring if you need it. Now, looking forward to it. I'm buzzing that Will's going to be over this way once again.
It's amazing.
So cool.
Again, sort of with all the stuff that he's talking about, with his contract being up with New Japan in 6 months, I think this is a clever thing for him to do, just to go around and build up even more buzz for himself.
Very exciting times, and we hope you've enjoyed the buzz. We'll have more wrestling news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Case.
I love you. Bye.